Hey guys, welcome to, sorry I'm out of breath. I had to run downstairs to get one of the baby buys. Okay, so welcome to pregnancy week 4 and my first real pregnancy update. What a week, what a week. I did write everything down, so hopefully this won't be too scattered, but it is going to be a long video, so if you want to pause this and get a drink or something, go right ahead, get a little snack, whatever. If not, I'm just gonna jump right in. First, let's do symptoms. I have been really out of breath this week. I think part of it was also, though, that I've had this really bad attack of allergies. So I was having trouble. Sorry, if you could only see Claudia right now. She's sitting in one of the baby buys. Seriously. Hi! Nice bedhead. Can you say hi? Oh my gosh, she is so silly. Okay. Get this back where I want it. Alright. This should be good. Alright. So, I've been out of breath. I've been having super vivid dreams. I definitely had those with Claudia as well. I can remember everything and they're super detailed and feel super real. I haven't had, my breasts haven't been like sore, but I keep getting like random shooting pains. That hurt for a little while, but then it goes away. And the sides, like, up by my armpits are still, like, tender, but only if you, like, you know, poke at them. One of my biggest symptoms with Claudia was that I hiccuped. Like, one hiccup every few hours for the entire pregnancy, and I've already seen a return of that lovely symptom. Also, something else, I don't think I started hiccuping with Claudia this early. And another one that I've noticed that I didn't have this early with Claudia is I got my first Charlie horse the other day. I don't get Charlie horses or leg cramps or anything like that ever normally. So it was really weird. I was like, seriously, already? Like, I'm going to be afraid to stretch my legs if this is going to happen. It was awful. But obviously it went away. My skin has been looking really good, actually. I don't think I broke out with Claudia at all. If anything, I think my skin looks better. I don't normally have acne or breakouts, but just in general, I've been liking the way my skin looks particularly extra this past week. My boobs have been itchy, like really, really itchy sometimes. I think that's it for symptoms. Still pretty soon, no nausea. I had a tiny bit of nausea with Claudia, and it was in the morning when I first got out of bed. I would be a little bit nauseous, and as long as I ate, I was then fine for the rest of the day. Cravings. I have been craving everything spicy. I want it to be so spicy that I can't even handle it. My mom tried to give me this pepper jack cheese, and she's like, oh yeah, it's got some heat to it. Honestly, it tasted like regular cheese to me. I was like, really? I just want everything spicy and ice water. I want ice water. When I am pregnant, I crave ice water, which I think is a really good thing because normally I don't care for water, and I totally don't drink enough water. Like, I could go 3 days and be like, wow, I haven't had any water. Not many liquids to begin with. It's not like I'm drinking other things. I don't know. So I'm craving ice water, which is great. I've been drinking 1.5 to 2 of these a day at this point, and this is 32 ounces. So if I can get 2 in, that's 64, and I use one of the sipping lids to make it a little bit easier. Then I can drink it in the car if I need to or whatever. So ice water and anything spicy. Then I just wanted to talk about a couple of random things. I called my reproductive endocrinologist, and once I got my positive, and we were able to talk on the phone a little bit. She had already given me a lab requisition form to kind of hold on to until I needed it. So I went ahead and did that on Saturday, which, which should be, I should have been 4 weeks. Like I said, I'm getting this video up a little bit late. So I'm waiting to hear back, to see, today's Monday, to see what my beta was. So that's exciting. It's funny because I actually, I got my beta drawn twice with Claudia, and one of the draws was at 4 weeks, so it'll be interesting to compare the number. Although I'm not going to stress out too much about it. It would be really cool if it was higher than that number. I don't know how I would feel if it was lower than that number, but every pregnancy is different, I know. She went ahead and sent a prescription to the pharmacy for more of my glucose test strips. Currently, like just in my normal everyday life, I take my glucose, like the finger prick, like 3 to 4 times a week just to make sure it's in check, because I do take metformin. But now that I am pregnant and I'm automatically have gestational diabetes just because of the condition that I have, she went ahead and ordered some more test strips so that I can be doing it 4 times a day. I'll be doing a fasting and then 2 hours after each meal. And because I know I'll probably get questions, this is the monitor that I use. I've used it for years, even before Claudia. So that's that. My first appointment with my midwife is going to be May 11th. I will be 7 weeks and 2 days? No, 3 days. 7 weeks and 3 days, so that's exciting. I didn't get an appointment sooner because I'm just following up with my endocrinologist right now and getting my betas done that way, so I mean, that's completely fine. For about, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 months now, my hospital that I do, my midwife works out of and all of that, now does gender reveal at 12 weeks. And it's funny because I'm watching all these other, like pregnancy vlogs, and everyone is talking about how they're paying to get an early anatomy scan done at 14 weeks, or how they're getting it done at 20 weeks with an ultrasound. And I don't know if my hospital is just like ahead of everyone else's or what, but a couple of my friends are, I don't know, one is like 33 weeks pregnant, and a couple of them, other ones are like, I don't know, around 20 weeks pregnant. And the new thing at my doctor's office in my hospital is that they do a blood test at 12 weeks that will tell you the gender of your baby. And that's what everyone that's been pregnant more recently, it wasn't there when I was pregnant with Claudia, but now that's the new thing that they're doing. So we will be able to find out. I think they take the blood draw at 12 weeks and then you get it about a week later. So we'll find out the gender of our baby at like 13 weeks. So that's super exciting. And it's not much of a guessing game. It's a blood test. It's, I want to say it's 100% accurate. I mean, I don't see how you could get it wrong with a blood test. It's a genetic blood test, and they take my blood, not the baby's. Somehow they're able to find out baby's gender by taking blood from me. So that's super exciting. But now we're kind of like, with Claudia, we really wanted to have our boy name and our girl name picked out so that day when we went into the office and the technician said what it was, we were so excited to just look at each other, and we just said her name. You know, the technician was like, "It's a girl," and we just looked at each other and we're like, "Claudia June." And that was just really exciting for us. So I think that That's really what we want to be able to do again. So, but now it's like, we don't have 20 weeks to figure it out. We have like 12 or 13 weeks to figure it out. So we are brainstorming baby names right now. All right, this week the baby is the size of a poppy seed. And my app, which I use the Baby Bump app because I normally use PinkPad to track my periods anyways. So I always just download. Hey. No, thank you. I always just download Baby Bump and transfer. It transfers automatically. Transfers all my information over there for me. So it says that baby is the size of a poppy seed. It's considered an embryo instead of just a blast at this stage. And the app said that it's busy digging its way into my uterus and finishing up implantation to figure out when and where the placenta will start to form. And then I'm also doing this book. I did this book with Claudia. I kept it. So this is the exact same edition and everything that I did with Claudia. And it says that this week, as early as this week, a plate that will later become the heart has developed. The central nervous system, brain and spinal cord, and muscle and bone formation are beginning to take shape. During this time, your baby's skeleton is also starting to form. So that's what's going to be happening this coming week. Like the week that I'm in now, I'm 4 weeks and 2 days pregnant today. So I'm 2 days into my 5th week. So that's what's going to be happening in this 5th week. So that's crazy. I know that this week is the week where the baby turns from looking, like it said, like it's not a blast anymore. It's turning into an embryo. So it goes from looking like, you know, like a little dot next to the yolk sac to actually looking like a little like gummy bear baby. So I'm super excited about that. Trying to think if there's anything else that I'm forgetting. I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it for week 4. Oh, I did want to say the way I'm doing my weeks, because I've noticed that some people are doing their weeks super strange. And I talked to my midwife about this when I was pregnant with Claudia to make sure that I absolutely understood it correctly. So when I keep watching some people's pregnancy updates, they're turning 4 weeks pregnant and then they're telling you about their 3rd week. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry if you've been doing it that way, but hey, no thank you, not this one. But that doesn't make any sense. Because once you're 4 weeks pregnant, that means you have completed your 4th week of pregnancy. The next day after you turn 4 weeks, you're going to be 4 weeks in 1 day. So you're 4 weeks completed and 1 day completed or in your 5th week. I keep watching people doing like, you know, they're just turned 4 weeks and they're doing their 3rd week update, but that's really 2 weeks ago. Like you're not, that's, the information is 2 weeks old at that point. And I don't think that people are realizing that or even accurately representing that. So today I am 4 weeks and 2 days pregnant. So I did my 4-week pregnancy vlog because I'm telling you about what happened in my 4th week, because I'm currently 2 days into my 5th week. Okay, so one of the last things I'm going to do in these videos is any baby buys that we did this week. So first off, I grabbed these off of a yard sale site. These are the Medela breast milk labeling lids. And they fit on all of the regular Medela bottles. But these are going to be great for any ones that you keep in your fridge, like so that my husband could feed her. Any ones that you're not going to freeze. And there's an AM and a PM, and it works better if it's actually on a bottle, but you pop it in and then you can spin it. So like you could say that this one was pumped on Saturday, you know, Friday, Thursday, I'm going backwards, but you get the idea. And then to set it, you just pop it back in, which I just did that like super not centered, but you pop it back in. So that's great for the ones that you're going to keep like in the fridge to be used and never freeze. I'm excited. And this is a pack of 6 labeling lids. So that's probably plenty just for the amount of bottles that you would just be keeping in the fridge. I plan to exclusively breastfeed. I do work from home, so there's not going to be many times that my husband's going to feed her unless I'm like particularly busy. I said her as if I'm having another girl. I'm so used to having a girl. But normally he would just bring the baby into me and I would just feed the baby while I'm working at my computer. The other thing I got is along the same lines. I got new tubing for my Pump and Style Advance. I don't have the backpack version, that's just the picture that they show, but it's just tubing for Medela Pump and Style breast pump. So I got that. I went ahead and picked up our first package of diapers. I like to go ahead and start collecting these sorts of things because you never know what your circumstances could be or change like. Wait 1 second. You know, God forbid, anything could happen, you know, a fire or, I mean, I guess a fire, the diapers should probably burn, but someone could lose their job or someone could get in a car accident and not be able to work. Like, you know, God forbid anything terrible would happen. I'd like to know that I've already started stocking up on this kind of stuff and not leave it all for the end or for when the baby gets here. So the only time I use Huggies diapers is in the size newborn. I love the little snugglers. My hospital uses the little snugglers. I just think they're the best newborn diaper out there. So we got the newborn ones, a 32 pack. This is probably the only one I will buy because my hospital will send me home with a bag of them. And if I need to get more, I will, but I mean, I don't know what the size of the baby's going to be right now when they're born. So this is the only pack I'll get. And I only use Huggies in the size newborn. Once they are out of newborn diapers, I will only use Pampers or Loves. I am very particular about diapers. That's all I will use. It's just what I like. Okay, and I'm going to try to show you that last baby buy here. If I can get Claudia out of it. Claudia, can you get up for a minute? Alright, wait 1 second, guys. Okay, so our last baby buy actually wasn't this week. It was like 2 weeks ago. But we got the... Okay, you can have it in a minute. She's really liking to sit in this. I just brought it up from the family room downstairs. So she hasn't even really seen it yet until now. So we got the Kiko Key Fit 30. And we got this like red and slate kind of like a dark gray one. With Claudia, we didn't use an infant seat. We used... She has the Safety First Air Ride something or other. Okay, so yeah, Claudia didn't use an infant seat. She went straight into her regular seat, which starts at 5 pounds, and she was discharged from the hospital at like 7 pounds 3 ounces. And the reason for that was that I baby wore a lot. But I know that with this second baby, it's going to be hard, especially being a stay-at-home mom by myself for most of the day, going out grocery shopping and stuff like that. I think it would be a lot harder to have to possibly carry Claudia or, you know, get her into the car and be wearing a baby and be worried about her, you know, touching the baby too much, you know, like too aggressively or kicking the baby while I'm trying, you know, while I'm wearing the baby. And I don't know, it just seems like it would be, I do plan on baby wearing, but I just think for these types of situations, and like if we went to like, you know, like the aquarium or something, you know, we love going to the aquarium and the zoo every year and fun trips like that. And I think that if I was baby wearing the entire time, it might get a little bit hard to, at least in some instances, to also wrangle Claudia. But if the baby's sleeping, we already know what double stroller we're going to get. This will fit into it. If the baby's sleeping in here, I can devote a little bit more time to Claudia during those times, you know, showing her the animals at the aquarium or whatever. So we did decide that we wanted to go ahead and get this infant carrier. It has the base, and we actually have a spare base downstairs. Everything's out of the box because I was super excited. How cute is that? With the little infant insert, like, oh my gosh, so cute. So I'm super excited about that baby buy, and that was a nice big one that we got to check off of our list. Okay, I am going to do a belly shot. I just want to give a disclaimer and say that I am not claiming that this is an actual baby bump yet. I do have PCOS, which means I do carry my weight in my stomach a lot. Claudia's only 18 months old, and I have PCOS, so losing weight is a little bit harder, so I do still have a lot of my belly weight from her as well. But the reason I decided to do the belly shot is because I want it for my records. I want to be able to make a montage at the end, and look back and see exactly how my belly grew. Like, I totally wish I did that with Claudia. I was skinnier when I started out with Claudia. You could actually, it was all baby bump, like when it was supposed to be baby bump. And I just wish that I would have done that. So I really want to do it now. I don't want to be afraid of what other people are going to say or think. This is for me and my records, and that's just going to... Hey guys, so I was just editing the footage for this week 4 pregnancy vlog. And when I went to do my belly shot, I was wearing a white tank top. And because I backed up to do it in front of this window, the like natural light completely washed it out, and you couldn't really see any like sort of outline or anything. It was just like super bright like footage. So I changed into this shirt, and I think I'm going to try to wear this shirt for all of my belly shots from here on out. I think that'll be super cool. It'll be an easier way to compare, and I think if I can make a montage at the end, it'll look super cool if it's the same shirt. Hopefully I can get it to stretch for the rest of this pregnancy. So I'm going to go ahead and do my belly shot right now. Okay, so here is my 4-week belly shot. Like I said, I'm only 18 months out from my pregnancy with Claudia, so I still have some weight left over from that I didn't get rid of. Honestly, we decided that I was thinking that I wanted to lose all the weight before getting pregnant again, but I decided I just wanted to go ahead and have my babies and then worry about my body after. So this is 4 weeks with baby number 2. Baby number 1 is 18 months old, so I know that my uterus is just like, it's like on top of things. It's like, I know what to do. We just did this 18 months ago. There's another baby in there, so let's start stretching, and I can totally feel the stretching, and it's definitely not cramps. It's definitely stretching. And if I take deep breaths, I can kind of feel like I can just like feel like a hard pit and like a hard something in like the pit of my stomach. And I know that that's just my uterus is stretching. Second baby, it's going to stretch a lot sooner. It has muscle memory. And I'm super excited to have even more of like that baby bump and get really nice and round and stick out. Because I honestly love being pregnant. But that's going to be it for this 4-week pregnancy vlog, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.